Just a few comments that I wanted to share, since so many protesters out there seem to be sharing their comments. First of all, let me speak for the women of the world who aren't ignorant. How about that? How about I go ahead and say a little something for the women that are in their right mind? Hillary Clinton did not is not president-elect right now. Not because she's a woman, y'all. Get off your freaking high horse. Quit being such a bunch of freaking crybabies. Educate yourselves and figure it out. Jeez. Man, damn, dude. I know little kids that know why Hillary Clinton's not president. Come the fuck on, guys. Is America this stupid? Well, okay, let me rephrase that. America, you're this stupid. Okay? I wish that we could stick all of Hillary's supporters on a freaking big-ass boat with her. Hell, what better yet, why don't we just go ahead and get Jeff Epstein to go ahead and, load up that Lolita Express and take several trips to get all of her supporters and take them on all down to Orgy Island. Y'all can go down there with your freaking favorite Hillary Clinton. How about that? That'd be great. Because the real true Americans, us red-blooded Americans, us Americans who give a shit about our country, and all the rights that, we were born with, and all the birthrights that we should have, and the ones of us that want to preserve those, the ones of us who want to make sure that, the Constitution isn't stepped on, so that our rights and liberties stay intact. That'd be the educated, intelligent ones, the ones with common sense, the ones who aren't so wrapped up in just keeping up with the Joneses, I guess, so to speak. That's what we want to do. We want to try to preserve all of those. We want to fight, and we want to do it, we want to do it any way that we need to do it, actually. You want me to be real honest? I'm just done. I'm just so tired of this country. I'm so tired of all these self-righteous lunatics out there, because you guys are lunatics. These women that are out there flipping smooth out at these Trump supporters and shit, going, oh God, she didn't get it because she's a woman. You know it? That's because she's got boobs. Bullshit. Okay? That's not why Hillary Clinton didn't get it. She didn't get it because she is a freaking child sex trafficker. She is a pervert. She didn't get it because she is a fucking liar. She didn't get it because she didn't have any of our best interests in mind. Okay? I'm not an elitist. You're not an elitist if you're watching this either, because you'd have better shit to do with your time than watch a YouTube live stream. Because you know why? Because you'd have a whole lot fucking more money, dumbasses. Good Lord. Figure it out, America. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, none of them gave a shit about you. Not one shit. And if you're dumb enough to think otherwise, then you are truly a dumbass. That's all there is to it. If you think that Obama did anything except promote the Muslim religion, if you think he did anything but indoctrinate and bring I don't even know if I'm going to say this right because it's such a long word and it's been a long day, the Islamization of America. That's what it is. That's all that Obama's done. Promoted the Islamization of America. I did say that right. Anyway, I don't think it's okay that we teach our children to tolerate all the diversity. Meanwhile, they teach their kids that go blow up our kids. And if you think that, guess what? Yep, you're a dumbass. You're what's wrong with this country. This shit would have never happened if we'd have just put our feet down years ago. And we should have. But you know what? We didn't. All right, fine. Hindsight's 20/20. The real fight's now. This is what counts, America. Okay? This is when it counts. We got to make sure as American citizens, as our forefathers would have wanted us to do, because they're rolling over in their graves before this Trump came in, and I know they're still doing it. But we got to, come together as one, and we have to, make sure that our candidate makes it to his inauguration date. That's what everybody needs to be focusing on. Get off your PlayStations. get off your freaking high horses. No offense, son. Yeah, but him too. I already got on to him about that too. You know, the other kids in other nations, they're teaching them to be like, well, you already know what I'm saying. And our kids over here are just stuck on the PlayStations, and it's just not safe. It's not smart. You know, so yeah, I'm on my kid too. But everybody needs to just get off their high horses for a minute. You know, put down your political bullshit agendas that you think you know. And really do some digging. Because I have a feeling that if you really found out what was going on, you know, that really it should scare the hell out of you. Okay, we've almost lost this country. You lose these freedoms, you guys. We lose these freedoms, they ain't coming back. We're not going to get them back. Something happens to Trump before his inauguration date, we're not going to get them back. Okay, America, as it sits right now, has 12 political realignment camps. Guys, those are detention camps. Them are death camps. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. All right? The footage is out there. Now, if you're too dumb and you want to go ahead and you want to believe that, you know, the other videos that the, you know, from our media, you know, some of our media sources, come on, guys, they're all in the freaking same back pocket of the same person. Get real. You want to really know what's going on? Go watch the Moscow news. Go watch Israeli TV. Go watch some of that shit. Find out what's going on in this country. Okay? It's startling, okay? We are so close to being, like, having police state fully, like, straight across the fucking borders. Just thank God for Americans who aren't too chicken shit to stand up. And stand up for idiots like you that think that Hillary Clinton should have been in office. I mean, fuck. That woman would have had the gun grabs going on so quick, and I mean, I'm not so sure that's still not going to happen. We still got to hang on to our stuff. We still got to hang on until he gets in office to do what needs to be done. Okay, we have a bazillion freaking Muslims in our country right now. Trojan horse effect. Think about it. And if you think I'm full of shit, history repeats itself, okay? Only dumbasses don't know that too. Right? I mean, so history repeats itself. Then what do you think's going to happen? I mean, seriously? God, it's just so frustrating to me. You know, like all these Black Lives Matter people. Yeah, I'm ranting now. All these Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. You know, Trump is in there freaking, oh, and he, you know, you guys want to make this a race thing. Quit bitching. I'm sorry that you're not happy that you're fucking black. Okay? But it just shows that you want to fucking be the victim. The fact that you're just going to sit there and always boo-hoo about just yourselves. Okay? All lives should matter. All lives. Unless you are a freaking piece of shit. Like Clinton. Or their pedophile billionaire buddy Epstein. Who has done God knows what to whoever. However many children. Okay? Y'all don't just, you just don't know. I mean, if it was your kids that had been taken advantage of, I'm sure you'd feel a whole lot different, huh? But it was somebody's. It was somebody's family. It just, ugh. Black Lives Matter. Give me a freaking break. Why? Because you're black? You deserve more air than I do? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Okay? Because my ancestors and everybody else in this country's ancestors, every single one of our ancestors was a slave at some point in time. Do your freaking homework and quit sounding like dumbasses. Because some of us are tired of it. You wonder why there's so much hostility out there. Hell, Black Lives Matter, you ain't met shit yet. You just don't even know. I'm in a good mood right now. Wait till I see some stupid shit like that. You want to protest against a man who wants to do good for this country? A guy who's not in anybody's pocket? He spent his own money on this election. You seriously don't think he gives a shit? He spent his own cash on his freaking campaign, guys. Hillary Clinton had $500 million more at her disposal than he did. And he made it work. Probably tells you she's not real good with the cash, guys. I mean, how do you lose $6 billion? Ask Hillary. Ask her. Probably spend it on orgies and parties out there at freaking Orgy Island. You don't believe me? You think I'm talking shit? Look it up. Do your homework. You know? I don't mind having a debate all day long with anybody and anyone. I don't care. but bring it intelligently. You know, like, I mean, I could sit there, every single one of us could go out in the streets and make noise. You know, we could all do that all day long, but say something intelligent. Why don't you actually bring something to the debate? You see what I'm saying? You know, I cannot stand it when people have nothing to say and they know they're wrong. So rather than say something intelligent, they just make a bunch of noise to bring more attention over. Why do they do that? Well, I'll tell you why they do that. They do that so that the argument or the debate can be broken up, stopped. So that way when people are really paying attention and all of it is on them and all your attention, because when you do pay all your attention to them and ask them what they're really talking, they're still yelling. Really? I mean, come on, man. Seriously, like, some of us have better shit to do with our time. Some of us want to see this country get back to, you know, where it could be. Some of us, you know, want to see our vets get taken care of. Some of us want to see, you know, the disabled people in the community get, you know, better benefits and better breaks and better chances. Some of us want to see the government quit overreaching, okay? I don't need Uncle Sam reaching into my living room to tell me how to parent my kid. I don't need that. You don't need that. I don't need Uncle Sam, you know, telling me what I can and cannot do. So long as I am not breaking the law of this land, I shouldn't even have to talk to anybody in the government. You know, shouldn't have to at all. You know, wait until you see what they're fitting to do next. They got machines now where they can just swipe your money and everything and take everything that they want. Just because, you know, I mean, you get pulled over for a traffic stop. Wait until you see that shit happen and look it up. Going on in Oklahoma right now. Go ahead. Look it up. But nobody's going to do that because they're all going to be paying attention to the Black Lives Matter movement. Yay. Black Lives Matter. I think when you're part of the problem and you're not going to be part of the solution, that your life don't matter. That's what I think. I think that people that want to cause a bunch of bullshit problems and headaches for other people shouldn't be allowed to function among normal society. That's what I think. You know, I'm not black. Sorry, guys, but I think my life matters. I am a proud infidel. And guess what? In case you didn't know it, if you're not a Muslim, you're an infidel too. Which means Obama, well, I mean, the book he follows is the Quran, and it does state several times in there, death to all infidels. If you don't conform, they want you dead. That's what the caliphate is, guys. One world domination of Muslimism. Come on. Get with the program. Quit acting like a bunch of twerps. Quit being a bunch of crybabies. Bunch of crybabies, man. Y'all think you got it so bad, too. That's what's so funny. I mean, now, a lot of the people were probably crying. I'm just thinking, man, yeah, your criminal gig's up. I don't even know what to say anymore. You know, I really don't. Other than these bags under my eyes are there for a reason. Me and lots of other good Americans are upset. Me and lots of other good Americans are worried. Yeah, we're worried. You know, if people just open their eyes and quit, just swallow your pride for 5 seconds. Swallow that pride of yours, because pride will get people hurt. Pride will get you killed. Pride will get you screwed over real good. You know, you don't want to swallow. I mean, seriously, swallow your pride a little bit. Quit making this about you not wanting to be wrong. And instead, why don't you actually try to do something about it so you can be in the right? That's the thing. You know? I really think that most of the time, a lot of their anger comes because they actually deep down somewhere inside know that they're so wrong, that they're mad at themselves because they were wrong in the first place, but they're just too proud to say it. They're not going to say it. So they're going to put it on everybody else because, you know, that seems to be the name of the game these days in America. It's the blame game. You know, I mean, anybody that can vote for somebody who's going to continue on with this pay-to-play scandal shit is ridiculous. Why would you want to promote people and want people in office that are willing to sell out the offices to the highest bidder and let them be that, have that job? Really, guys? Man, common sense is lacking in this country on so many levels. It's ridiculous. I just can't believe it. You know, you could thank those those NATO soldiers that are here, you could thank their boots being on American soil. You can thank Obama and Hillary and all them for that. You know, that's a first in American history. You can thank them for this terrible deficit that we'll never make up. We'll never get out of the hole from. I mean, the dollar's pretty much collapsed. When Trump got in office, didn't you guys see? I won't even get into that. That's a different video. But, you know, yeah, pay to play. Come on, man. If I had enough money, I could go be this, I could go be that, I could go have any job I wanted so long as I was the highest bidder. That's okay with you guys? Really? Is that seriously okay with you? You think that's an okay way to run things? I mean, things are so bad here and we look so stupid that other presidents in other countries are sending warnings to America's citizens saying, wake up. Understand that you're being lied to. Your media's lying to you. People are, you know, falling for this stupid shit. And like a bunch of sheep. I don't even call people anymore. Matter of fact, I call them sheeple. Because y'all are a bunch of sheep. Smarten up. You know, history repeats itself. Of course there's going to be civil unrest because stupidity, there's so much of it out there. And some of us are just so tired of it. And guess what? We've been listening to y'all run around for all these years talking all this shit. And y'all haven't accomplished nothing except stepping 2 steps back for every one that we were going forward. So, you know what? I guess you're going to have, you know, opposition this time around. And thank God for that. Thank God for people that at least, although they might be worried about it or a little nervous about what's going to happen or whatever, even downright scared, they're not going to take it. They have too much integrity to lie to themselves. They wouldn't do that. There's so many things going wrong in this country, and if you don't get that, you're a freaking idiot. But if you don't see that it centers so much around the administration and that sleeper agent that's sitting in office, then you're an even bigger idiot. And if you don't see all the terrible crime and the crime rate's going to skyrocket the next few months, you're even a bigger idiot. It's time to arm ourselves. It's time to protect what's ours. It's time to unite. Trump got in office and got president-elect because America united. Because united we will stand. And divided we will fall. Why do you think Obama and them want to push this Black Lives Matter shit, guys? It's the same way he got in office. The race card. Same way Hillary was going to try to get in office, but she was going to use her boobs to do it, okay? And it's not why she didn't get in, guys. Had we had a better candidate that was a woman, maybe it would have happened. But I don't see them providing that. They're all career criminals. Pedophiles, no less. Running around with pedophiles. I mean, y'all don't even want to probably know what's really in those emails. And if you did, you wouldn't listen to it anyway. You want to be stupid and you want to be sheeple for them and you want to get walked right in. I bet you'd walk your families right up to the front door of them FEMA camps too, huh? Yeah. Because you don't care. Because you believe them. You trust them. Look at the word believe, guys. Know what's in the middle of that word? L-I-E. Lie. I'll believe anybody. Not until I check it out. Not until I vet the information. You want to do that and you want to walk you and your families off the cliff? Go ahead. I'm not doing it with mine. And even me making these videos and having the courage to post them up puts me at risk. But you know what? We're not the kind of people that are willing to die on our knees at the hands of some dirty Muslim. Yeah, I said it. That's a dirty, dirty religion. Any Muslim that wants to question that or wants to debate that, fine, go ahead and knock yourself out. But before I even bother getting into the debate with you, then tell me this. And you can answer this, then I'll debate it with you. How is it that it's not a dirty religion, but yet, if you're not a Muslim, they want you dead? There's no way to get around it, guys. The Quran states it over and over and over. That's why I switched my political beliefs on Facebook recently to I would wipe my ass with the Quran's pages. Because that's how I feel about it. I really do. And educate yourselves on this too, guys. What they're doing to Christians overseas is ridiculous and terrible. And I mean terrible. They are slaughtering them by the thousands. And nobody sees it because our media doesn't show us that. Yeah. Our media don't show us that. Our media is totally controlled by our government. Like I said, go watch another news outlet. I've been trying to post certain videos against my, I don't want to be the person that posts a terrible video of somebody getting terrible things done to them on the off chance that, you guys don't have the stomach for it or your kids get on there. I don't want to be the person that, lets little kids see that shit, And I know some people aren't careful with their accounts. But I also don't want to be that person that has, this information and then, keeps it for myself and doesn't share that information. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of words I've said over the course of the last few years and a lot of words that you've heard from other people say the last last few years. If you're an Obama or Hillary supporter or whatever, or you're fighting for the rights of Muslims, blah, 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 knock yourselves out. But I guarantee you, when it comes time that you're in a FEMA camp and you're starving, or that, you've got a knife sliding across your throat as somebody's cutting your fucking head off, that those words are going to echo through your head. Okay, so don't be such haters. Just open your mind up a little bit, and you might actually learn something. Shut your mouths for once. You might actually listen and hear something. But whatever you do, quit bitching about it and saying that Hillary didn't get office because she's a woman. I mean, my God, it makes me want to just go smack your mothers when I hear that shit. It's so stupid. You're acting so ridiculously stupid that your parents need smacked for it because they dropped the ball with you if they didn't drop you altogether. That's how dumb you sound. And if you don't think that Obama is a sleeper agent, well then, just ask yourself this. Why did he take the oath to protect and conserve the Constitution of the United States? And ever since he's been in there, since day one, he's done everything but that. He's tore it down bit by bit. He hasn't used Congress or any of them. He did exactly what he said he would do. He just started doing all these little I want to do this. I don't need you. I got the power of my pen. I'll do it all by myself. You want a real good person to talk to and look up to look up and see what's really going on. Look up Trey Gowdy on YouTube. That is a true American. Look up several of the patriot groups around. Those are true Americans. And even though you guys are acting like dumbasses, they're there to protect you too. The NATO troops are Sharia compliant. Look it up. And in case you're not familiar with Sharia law, well, a lot of you guys, according to several videos I've seen of dumbass American voters who shouldn't be allowed to vote, because let's face it, we need a competency exam of some sort. 5 questions even, that you should have to be able to answer right before you even get to vote. I don't see a problem with that. I think that is smart. I really do, because I don't think that these people that don't know what they're voting on should be able to vote on it. I really don't. But Sharia law, I listened to so many Americans getting questioned about it on one of these YouTube channels, and oh my God, they're all like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Oh, really? You think it's a great idea, huh? Sharia law. And them dumbasses would have voted for it right then, too. They don't have a clue what it was. Sharia law, huh? That's good. You like that? Think that's okay then that a Muslim man can reach out so long as he can reach a woman with his right arm and grab her. He can have her so long as she's an infidel and do anything he wants to with her. Rape her, kill her, whatever. Y'all are going to be, y'all are surprised when the rape rates go up. You know, I mean, come on, look at what the women in their country have to do. They have to cover themselves. They show their ankles and they're in trouble. Why do you think that is? Because they're surrounded by a bunch of Muslim pigs. That's why. Men who wouldn't know how to treat a woman if they had to. They just wouldn't. Because we don't mean a thing to them. There you go, BLM. Why don't you start the Women's Lives Matters campaign? Huh? There you go. Because I guarantee you those women in that country can't be wanting to be repressed like that. There's no freaking way. But they're scared. I guarantee you they're scared every day. I would be too if I thought that some dick could just like slice my throat when I pissed him off. Here in America, we have the right to arm ourselves, and I do every day. I'm armed to the T. I highly suggest that everybody be. I suggest that at least if you're a woman and you got a pair of boobs, you should definitely be carrying a sidearm of some sort. Because when this shit breaks off, it's going to break off. And you know what's funny is BLM's going to push it. BLM is going to push it because Obama wants them to push it. Hillary wants them to push it. Why do they want them to push it, guys? Because it will let him call martial law into play. And that will give him a third term, which in case you weren't aware, I want to say for sure that he has filed for that at least 9 times that he wanted to try for presidency to get 3 terms. You know, and here's the deal. It would never get okayed. It never was okayed. And I heard the other day somebody even say 15 times. And it could have been up to that by now. I don't know. I've been busy looking up so much other stuff that I haven't had a chance to see it. But, you know, I mean, if that's the case, and, you know, I'm just saying, you know, BLM is in Obama's pocket. You know, and Hillary. Hillary got letters busted. They busted her emails to Loretta Lynch. You know, notice Lynch is gone, disappeared. But it was about, you know, inciting the riots. Trump blew their freaking shit wide open. He just did it on a mass scale, and people listened, thank God for that. But Obama can't get that 3rd term one way, so he's going to get it another if he can. And he'll do it by declaring martial law. And he'll do it using NATO troops to enforce it. And they are Sharia compliant, which means Sharia law compliant. It doesn't bother them. They didn't grow up here. They're not going to cry if we're upset because our freedoms are stepped on. They're not going to care, guys. They're not going to give a shit. What they will do, since Obama was so kind as to let them have the permissions from him to go ahead and use force against the American public, is they will kill us. Shoot us dead in the street. Probably rape our bodies afterwards, some of them. And I mean that. I mean, quit fooling yourselves, open your eyes, and do what needs to be done, America. Let's get him inaugurated. Let's make it to that point. Let's stay together as a team. Get Trump in there so he can start making the changes and undoing all this Islamization that Obama has tried to indoctrinate and shove down our throats for so long now. And let's quit bitching about Hillary Clinton is such a great lady. No, she's not. She isn't. Just like, you know, Obama. Okay, first of all, we shouldn't even have a Muslim. Muslims aren't even technically allowed in this country according to old law. Which, I don't know that it ever got overrode. I'd have to check. But I know that at one point it definitely was a law that they shouldn't even be here. So just because he overrode it doesn't make it not a law in my book. It just means that we got a sleeper agent in office trying to tear down our Constitution. That's what it means. And then you got good people, you got those pieces of shit doing that, raping babies and having parties on Orgy Island so then they can turn around and hold all these other politicians, blackmail them, you know, and say, look, whatever happened on that island, we're going to tell so-and-so if you don't go ahead and do what we want you to do. Okay, well, that's what's going on there. You know, you got pieces of shit doing this, but then you've got good guys like Lavoy Finnegan who was trying to do the right shit. And who was doing the right stuff. A full good man, a good red-blooded American man. Shot down dead in front of his family by federal agents who were shooting at his family, dude. He wasn't even armed. What a crock of shit. You know? If it weren't for the different patriot groups, I wouldn't even know this was America anymore. It ain't ran like it. It doesn't feel like it to me.